Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing good in this pandemic and you're all being safe and staying home. So both in 2020 and in 2021, they were the toughest years we had to deal with. Pandemic happened, we had to be in the lockdown phase, and while there were many bad things that happened around us, there were also a couple of good things that happened, and I don't think we can just get rid of the fact that we did have a lot of family time and much more. So I consider all these things as the positive sides of the lockdown and pandemic. So I made a lot of mistakes personally, and I learned a lot through those mistakes, especially in this lockdown. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing those 7 lessons that I learned in this lockdown. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. So the first and the foremost important lesson, of course, is going to be health is wealth. We all set such high and different goals for our lives, both professionally and personally, and we strive and work hard to achieve them. But what we must all remember is that in order to achieve these goals, a balance of both physical and mental health is important. So taking care of our body becomes a non-negotiable task, and there should not be any compromise on that. I can understand, and during this lockdown, we were under a lot of stress. Now, there were a lot of good memories and good events that happened, but apart from that, we can't deny the fact that our work pressure, our workload was increasing way more than ever. And because of that, we ended up making some quick, rash, and harmful decisions in our lives. Let me give you an example. So, after having a long day at work, instead of spending some time going to the kitchen and preparing a well made home cooked food, we were so tired that we went for the easier route, which is we just took our phone, ordered food from any food apps like Swiggy or Zomato, and we enjoyed it. While this can be a easier solution, is it a wiser choice to make? We really should think about it. And making wiser choices is very important when it comes to maintaining our health. To give few examples, maintaining our health can be easily done if we start to take care of our small habits that we want to build. So for example, meditation is one such good habit we have to follow in our daily life. And meditation, by that I don't mean we have to sit in a calm place and meditate for 10-15 minutes without thinking about anything. No, that is not what meditation is. Well, that is the right way a person can meditate once he or she becomes an expert. But while we are starting out, having such high hope will not do. But what is the alternative for that is just to sit in a spot where you are alone and to not restrict yourself from thoughts or anything, but to just focus on our breath. And if we are able to do it for 2 minutes, that is more than enough. And the next way to take care of our health is definitely having healthier food, healthier snacks alternatives than deep fried snacks or some snacks that we just quickly order from any food ordering apps. Now, meal prepping will come to rescue here. So try doing all these things. Another one important thing which will definitely help us improve our health and maintain in a homeostasis is that doing some or the other kind of physical activity. It need not be a hardcore gym exercise or workout routines. I'm not a big fan of them myself, but what is more important is to just have some physical activity. Let it be Zumba dancing or switching on to your favorite music and dancing to the beats. Or it can even be 10 minutes or 15 or 20 minutes of home workout. It can be anything. It should be of your choice. It should be of something that you like doing it. Pick that and do it. And this will definitely improve and help you in improving your health in a much better way. The second lesson that I learned during this lockdown is to have a creative outlet. By this, I actually mean to start or to do something new. Let it be learning a new skill or investing in an online course or starting a side hustle. It can also be learning a new instrument, going to dance classes if that is what we have always wanted to do. It can be anything, but this should be something slightly different from the normal sedentary work that we perform usually. And this particular creative outlet will actually help us distract from the stressful things that is happening or that has happened in our life in that particular day. So after work, if we start doing or if we start focusing on particular task, it will actually help us learn new skill, it will help us be more creative, and it also helps us focus on the task at hand instead of rethinking all the negative things or the bad things that happened in our life. So this is now becoming like an act of meditation, right? What we are actually doing is taking one particular task, focusing on it, completing it, so that we are also getting creative, we are also engaging in something, we are also learning something. Now all these three things are combining in a creative outlet. So without wasting your time further, start experimenting. Just start doing something that you have always wanted to do. In my case, my creative outlet space is that I always love to invest in online courses and I try to upskill myself. That is one way of me doing certain tasks, and the other creative outlet that I have is just to create designs. I love learning to create designs and I try doing it. And content creation is one such creative outlet that I have, and I really enjoy doing that. The third important lesson that I learned during this lockdown is to have a hobby that will enhance our lives. Having a hobby is another non-negotiable task. It makes sure that we utilize our leisure and free time more productively. It gives us an opportunity to learn new skills and to upskill ourselves, be it in the personal space or in the professional space. For example, if you want to learn personal development, home organization, cooking, anything, and just to upskill yourself, you can invest there and take it as a hobby. But if you want to upskill yourself in professional levels so that you can get promotions, you can get paid well, all these can count as an hobby and you can start doing them. So choose your hobby wisely, something that you like doing and something that will be really helpful. In my case, I really love and enjoy reading books. So I invest in a lot of books. Recently, my love towards fiction has shifted to non-fiction books as I have slowly am becoming an entrepreneur. I do want to learn a lot of things in this field. So I started investing in a lot of good non-fiction books, and reading them is my hobby. While reading them, I'm also spending my leisure time usefully, at the same time learning a lot of new stuffs in a fun way. So what are you waiting for? Start a new hobby and enhance your lives. The fourth important lesson that I learned during this lockdown is that you can't make everyone happy. There is this one quote that I really like. It goes like, I don't know the key to success, but the key to failure is trying to please everyone. And I can't agree more. We do so much harm to ourselves without even we realizing that we're doing this to us, and without even we considering our happiness and our priorities. Just take a step back and analyze if you are really enjoying spending time with that particular person, or if you really enjoy doing something because someone else has told you to do so that it will make them happy. We can't make everyone happy, right? I mean, no matter what we do, someone or the other will end up criticizing us, and that is how the way it is. So instead of trying to please everyone and trying to make friends with everyone, how about considering ourselves first, prioritizing our interest, prioritizing our happiness and our importance at least once in a while, and doing some things that we love. So next time when you try to please someone, when you are doing something which you have no interest in doing it, take a step back, ask yourself this question: if that particular task is not bringing you happiness, if it is not useful for you, don't do it. Loving ourselves is more important. Only if we love ourselves can we love others. The fifth important lesson is making mistakes are proof that you are growing. Don't you agree with me? Yeah, of course, success is important, but that is not the only thing that there is to life, right? When you actually attain success, you win. But when you fail, you learn, you grow, you become wise, you gain experience.
and that is like no other experience you can gain from anywhere. If you are not taking any action, of course you will not fail. But if you do take action, mistakes, failure are all part of the game, and we have to take it in a positive way. Just ask yourself, okay, now I have committed this mistake. What can I learn from this? Now I have failed in this step. What can I learn from this? Where did I go wrong? Is there something I can do to improve the next time? So ask yourself this question next time you make a mistake instead of being hard on yourself and blaming you. Now, if you don't make a mistake, you really can't grow. So please don't judge yourself for making a mistake. Instead, love yourself for making a mistake, try to learn from it and grow. Understand, making a mistake is not a problem, but not learning from it and growing, that is a problem. The sixth important lesson that I learned during this pandemic is gratitude is the way to a better life. Showing gratitude is equal to gaining happiness. Gratitude helps us think and relish all the positive and good emotions, memories, and experiences we had with certain people. Now, this helps you have a better health, improve your relationship, to have a strong and positive outlook to your life. So, what I do is at the end of the day or while I'm beginning my morning, I just take my gratitude journal out and write 3 things that I'm really grateful for. And instantly after completing this exercise, this puts me in good mood because now I know what are all the things I'm grateful for. So, when you're feeling down or when you're feeling negative, when you're feeling like everyone else around you has a better life, just take a notebook, a pen, and start writing at least 3 things that you're really grateful for. When you do this exercise, you will understand there are so many things in your life for you to be grateful for. Gratitude journaling has actually brought in a lot of positive and improvement to my life. So if you are feeling down, just take a notebook and start writing few things that you're grateful for today, and you will be amazed at the things that you're actually happy for having. Having faith helps us stay sane. Faith has 2 meanings to it. One is the faith that we have on ourselves. Second type of faith is that we have on God. I strongly believe and I have faith personally on myself and on God. I do a lot of things, right? I have had my fair share of ups and downs, and I do a lot of things. And while I am the person who is taking action and doing it, I strongly believe that there is a force, that there is a positive force which is more stronger and powerful than me, which is helping me, guiding me, staying by my side, and helping me do all these things that I do. According to me, having faith in God and in ourselves is equally important. If we have faith only in God and not in ourselves, then we will be waiting for God to make our life better. We will end up taking no action. We will just be thinking, sitting and daydreaming that one fine day God will really help me attain that place. But what happens when we also have faith on ourselves is that we will start taking action. We will have that faith, we will have that confidence, that courage that even if we go wrong, even if we become a failure, even if we do some mistakes, there is a stronger force which is guiding, supporting, and blessing us. Now, while I may be the person taking action and doing these things, I strongly believe that the Almighty, He is behind me, He is the guiding force who is helping me do these things. So having faith really helps. Even if you're an atheist, if you don't believe in God, that's fine, but at least try to have faith in yourself.
So, with that being said, all these are the 7 lessons that I learned during this lockdown, and I really hope you learned something from this video and it was useful and gave you some insights in any way. So if you did, please don't forget to comment your favorite lesson or any lesson that you learned this lockdown taught you, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more such videos and hit the like button and notification button so that you will get notified whenever I upload my next video. Thank you so much for joining and take care. Bye bye.